Today we're going to be visiting a display home in the beautiful New South Wales Southern Highlands. But this home, although from the outside looks like any normal display home, it has something inside unique, a model railway. Southern Highlands draws its inspiration from the scenic Southern Highlands region situated 130 kilometres to the south of Sydney. Immersive in the charm of the 1950s and 1960s era, this layout seeks to authentically recreate the ambience of this region, and the Guildford Model Railway Group's objective has been to meticulously capture the essence of the area, in HO scale, with a particular focus on representing historical buildings and infrastructure that are found in close proximity, thereby offering a vivid and nostalgic glimpse into the past. So here's the specifications of the layout. It's a continuous double-track mainline with automated operation and measures 5.2 by 2 metres. The baseboard is dressed pine and plywood, with the track being Pico Code 100 Flexi Track and Electro-Frog points. The train and layout control is all DCC and is lit with LED lighting in an overhead valance. The scenery is built up using plaster over lightweight foam and topped with coloured scatter material with a mix of proprietary and handmade scenery items. The structures are all scratch built and modified kits based on plans and photos, and all the locomotives and rolling stock are modified ready to run New South Wales and Australian prototypes. Clarendon Homes' Southern Highlands display layout project began with their outreach to the Guildford Model Railway Group. Following initial online discussions and subsequent face-to-face meetings with David, Martin and Melanie from the Clarendon Homes, it became evident that they held a genuine and realistic vision for their desired model train layout. This project was not merely conceived as a means to showcase the loft space and versatility of their homes. It was intended as a heartfelt acknowledgement and tribute to the individuals in their lives who had strong connections to the railways or model railways, as well as a commemoration of the historical significance of the site where their home was to be constructed. Notably, the display home now stands on the former location of the All Aboard Model Barn shop, which has since relocated to Bowral. The Guildford Model Railway Group made the strategic decision to base the layout on the Southern Highlands region, with a strong emphasis on incorporating local landmarks. Simultaneously, they recognised the logistical challenges of constructing, transporting and installing the layout in the loft space. To address these complexities, a comprehensive project plan was put forward, which received enthusiastic approval from Clarendon Homes. Thus, the stage was set for the realisation of a functional model train layout within the confines of a display home. Extensive and meticulous research was initiated, encompassing site visits, thorough examination of railway plans from relevant authorities and the State Library, as well as in-depth analysis of historical photographs. Shortly after the project had commenced, the outbreak of COVID brought about the swift need for the Guildford Model Railway Group to adapt their project plans. They had to reconfigure their approach to continue advancing the layout's infrastructure, considering what could be achieved by those working in person and what tasks could be completed remotely from individual homes. Clarendon Homes, demonstrating understanding and support, stood by the project. Although monthly construction updates were posted to their group's website, they were able to witness the gradual evolution of the layout and the progress achieved. This period of adjustment also facilitated a closer connection between the Model Railway Group and the Clarendon Homes team. This newfound relationship added depth and personal significance to the layout, as it allowed for the incorporation of detailed scenes and features that held special meaning for both parties. To authentically capture the essence of the Southern Highlands, the Guildford Model Railway Group embarked on the task of designing and constructing major infrastructure elements and buildings from scratch. The layout's creation involved a blend of well-established construction and modelling techniques, modern materials, computer-aided design, high-resolution 3D printing. Significant effort was dedicated to sourcing appropriate materials and even acquiring trains that aligned with the 1950s and 1960s era, which this layout is set in. In total, the construction of the Southern Highlands consumed 18 months of dedicated effort. The Guildford Model Railway Groups extends its heartfelt gratitude, especially to David Sylvester and Martin Campbell, whose visionary perspective brought this loft space to life. Without their dedication and support, this remarkable layout would have remained a mere aspiration. The group acknowledges that they've been exceptionally fortunate to enjoy the full creative freedom in designing, constructing, and completing the Southern Highlands project, as well as the privilege of sharing their passion for this hobby with others. Indeed, the Southern Highlands layout finds itself showcased in a truly stunning environment. It's a wonderful privilege to have the group's model train layout featured in such a beautiful display home. And the hope is that the Southern Highlands will be a source of joy and inspiration for many of the visitors to come to the Barrel display home, encouraging them to explore the creative possibilities within the space crafted by Clarendon Homes. Installed in late February 2023, this layout has been running smoothly ever since. The primary goal was to create a layout that could be operated automatically without constant oversight, ensuring reliability and delivering a truly sensational and visually captivating experience with a significant wow factor for all those who encounter it. The Guildford Model Railway Group have created several key scenes. A viaduct structure based on the Stone Quarry Creek Viaduct at Picton, the Maltings and main railway station at Mittagong, a war memorial near the station, a smaller viaduct based on the Winge-Carriby River Viaduct at Burradoo, general scenery that is reminiscent and typical of the Southern Highlands. The layout is inclusive of all support structures, track, train control systems, scenery, buildings and structures, as well as overhead lighting. All the rolling stock was purchased and supplied, with all the locomotives operated using DCC control, enabling lights and sound to be featured. And all the locomotives been fitted with keeper lights to maximise electrical and operational reliability. As well as that, all the rolling stock was lightly weathered. To avoid the trains having to run continuously and wearing out the models, train movements are activated from a motion sensor fitted in the ceiling of the loft area. Custom electronics and software automatically control the locomotives. After the installation of the layout, Clarendon Homes fitted a valance and under layout covering to suit the surrounding decor. They also enclosed the layout with perspex to help with security and keep the layout clean and in reliable operation. The standout feature of this layout is the impressive Malthouse Buildings 1 and 2, which spans an imposing length of 1.4 metres on the layout. The construction of this building primarily involved 3D printing techniques, with the exception of the corrugated iron roofs and loading dock platform, which were constructed separately. The detailed model adds a significant element of realism and scale to the Southern Highlands layout, showcasing the dedication and precision of the Guildford Model Railway Group bringing this project to life. So here's a brief history on the Maltings, which is located at 120 kilometres southwest of Sydney on the northern outskirts of Mittagong, and is adjacent to the main Southern Railway line. The Tooth & Co malting site occupies 6.6 hectares, which straddles the Natty Creek, flowing north to Lake Burragorang, and both buildings were served by rail sidings. In addition to these dominant structures, there are several ancillary and outbuildings which include large barley stores, sheds, servicing building complex, engine rooms and pumps, as well as a company cottage. Although this site is no longer used for malting purposes and has remained largely vacant since 1980 following a fire in Malthouse 3, the history of the Maltings and the Malting Company of New South Wales was formed in September 1898, having selected the site at Mittagong for its suitable climate, proximity to the large market, and availability of rail transport facilities, as well as good water supply from the Natty River. A single unit malthouse was erected, and it was built on conventional lines and commenced operation in August 1899. This meticulously crafted and truly remarkable layout is a sight to behold, and the good news is that you can experience it in person. The layout is conveniently located just about an hour from Sydney, specifically at 68 to 72 Old Hume Highway, Braemar, right off the Hume motorway. It's accessible to visitors 7 days a week with viewing hours from 10 AM to 5 PM. So don't miss your opportunity to witness this exceptional model train display for yourself. For additional information about Clarendon Homes and the Guildford Model Railway Group and the Southern Highlands layout, please check out the video description below, where I'll have everything that I've mentioned linked. So I hope you've thoroughly enjoyed this unique glimpse into the world of model railways. And if you're eager to watch more videos like this in the future, be sure to be subscribed. Anyway, I'll see you all again soon. Hooroo!